3 days of intense matches have led to this point. That is within the grasp of Complexity and Impact, who will be crowned the MLG Spring Champion. Fwiz, it's all coming down to just a few final games. Complexity, they come into the best of 11, 3 games away from victory. Impact, they need to win 5. Killa, he already has 1 sitting in his house. He's hoping to take home a 2nd. Clayster looking for his first MLG Pro Circuit title in 2013.
Every time I see the MLG trophy, I just want to put my little smudgy fingers on it because it's just glistening and it looks so beautiful, the glass, man. And hey, Complexity looking to nail one here. They're up 3-1 in the series. That's a good start going into the championship.
The first time here at MLG for Black Ops 2 that we've seen Impact lose a match, and Complexity did it in incredible fashion. They dominated the hard point in game 1. They clutched it in game number 4. But this squad wearing red tonight are on fire. Parasite, Karma, Miracles, and Kill just lit it up against Optic Gaming. And Fwiz, talk to me about that man in our first chair. Parasite is one of the greatest.
Parasite, he's clearly been very successful. Karma, a constant MVP. When they struggled against Complexity, it was not because of Karma. And of course, Miracles, a lot of conversation around with him, just started landing in Call of Duty this year, has been pretty much successful in every tournament that he's gone to, trying to keep that pace here at MLG Anaheim. And then again, Killa, just a loud individual, likes to get his team stoked, and he's clearly very talented at the game, but this is unusual. Envy in the World Championship did knock Impact into losers, and then they had to play him in the World Championship, and Impact ended up beating Envious. So they're going to try to replicate that same success here against Complexity. However, they are down much more at 3-1. I mean, this is going to be tough for them. This is an uphill battle in the championship.
Complexity has fallen just short twice, finishing 4th at the last 2 major events. Now they're guaranteed a top 2 finish, and they're looking for their first win of the season. We have the Captain Eggs, a multiple MLG Pro Circuit champion, going up with his teammates. He's got Crim6. Many consider him to be in the top 5, one of the best SMG players in the game. TP, he is going to be your objective man. He's going to run the flags. He's going to carry the bombs. Look for him to take care of business on the objective side. And then the new pickup for this Complexity roster, in my opinion, he is the reason they're in this final. Clayster is the biggest slayer on this squad, and he was absolutely ripping apart Impact in the winner's bracket final.
Yeah, the reason I picked Complexity to win it all last week is because of Clayster being added to the team. I felt he was the missing piece. He was the driving force behind this squad. It's exactly what they needed to do to compete with a team like Impact, who was on just a level of their own. So adding him to the team brought a whole nother dynamic. You've seen it just on display here this entire weekend and has been crushing it. And I also love just the duo of Aches and TP.
Oh, yeah.
They've been playing forever, right? So having that communication and that teamwork down for years since Modern Warfare 2, and then Crim6, not only top 5 player, a professional in both Halo and Call of Duty. I mean, you've got to give somebody credit for that, to be a pro in 2 different games. You don't see that in esports often.
If it's a first-person shooter, Crim6 will dominate it. He made the transition better than anyone else. He is in the top 5 in my book, as well as all the other top pros. It's going to be an absolutely amazing tournament. Complexity put on a show, but I feel like Impact, coming off that big win over Optic Gaming, has the momentum. Complexity needs to come out hot because we know Impact is about to bring it.
No, that's a really good point, right? So they just got to play Optic. They pretty much manhandled them other than that one game, right? So now they've been up on that stage playing. Complexity had some time off. They're a little cold. So being down 3-1, this will allow Impact to move into a search and destroy game, take that from them early on because they're so warmed, and then be up 3-2. Well, not still down, but up another map. So it's a good position to been able to play early on going into this game. Complexity, if they want to go toe-to-toe, need to be ready to roll off the get-go.
So we're going to find out if Complexity's ready, and right now the man to ask the questions, we got Benson down on the floor with the captain of Complexity. Give it up for Aches, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm down here with Complexity X, who is no stranger to grand finals here at MLG 2011, Anaheim and Dallas champion. But now you're going up against a much more difficult task. You're going up against Impact, who have never, ever been beaten at a LAN event. How does that make you feel?
You know, I mean, they do have their four-peat going on, but in my opinion, I mean, it's only been 2 major events that they've won. But, you know, Evil Geniuses is a great squad, but they've never faced against us in the finals, so it's going to be a good game.
Well, it's definitely going to be a good game, that is for sure. You're going into the series with an advantage. You're 3-1 up. Are you going to do anything different, or are you just going to play your game that we saw from last time?
We're going to play our game, you know. We're going to stay hyped. That's what counters them. When you're hyper than Impact, I mean, they just fall. So this is the fall of Impact.
Well, they are some fighting words, and the crowd are going to react to that. And before I let you go and sit down, I have one question for you, and something that the fans at home are desperately interested to find. What is Impact's biggest weakness?
When they go down, they really go down. They fall down hard. I mean, they do bring it back sometimes, but when we stay composed and we stay hyped, we can shut them up easy.
Well, massive fighting words from Complexity. I'm going to let you go and sit back down, and I'll send it straight back up to the booth.
All right, they're going to look to catch fire early on here, Fwiz. Complexity's Eggs feeling confident, and he knows exactly what it's going to take to dethrone these Impact champions. Do you think they have what it takes?
We saw it when they were playing Complexity, right? Like, they got quiet, and even in that last game there, where they were up, they just get quiet, they shut down, and then Complexity is a hype team, which is why I really do valuable that variable in Clayster because of how much intensity he brings. Like, I can't say it enough, that's the difference maker here, and that's the reason, because Killer does it so well for his team, Clayster can equally do that for Complexity.
Well, we're going to see Clayster try and anchor, but he's going to have to outgun the captain of Impact, and right now we have Benson down on the floor with him. What's up, Ben?
Down here on main stage, which is arguably the greatest player on Call of Duty Black Ops 2 stood next to me. I'm stood next to Parasite. Parasite, how are you feeling? You've never, ever lost a major tournament. You're going up against Complexity. They have the upper hand now. What are you going to do differently?
Who's Complexity?
I think they need a plaster to go with that burn. That was pretty intense. Okay, so what you're trying to say is you feel pretty confident right now?
Yeah.
You're going in 3-1 down, though.
That's fine.
That's totally fine.
We've been down 2 maps before versus Envy at UMG. I mean, a map is a map. You can just one step at a time, come back.
Okay, well, the last time you were actually down in a series that I can remember was COD Championships. You were down at Envy in the grand final. You came back, and you still managed to take that. Now, are you going to be drawing on those emotions, those feelings to try and guide you through the MLG final hit? Fantastic to hear. And one quick thing before I let you go. What's Complexity's biggest weakness?
I think their biggest weakness is that they rely too much on individual play. I mean, if you can pick them apart and, you know, just start baiting effectively, it's pretty easy to kill them.
Well, fantastic. Thank you for joining me, Parasite. I'll let you get back and get ready for your grand final, but that's all from me. Back up to the booth.
All right, thank you, Benson. Parasite, making it short and sweet at the start, but telling you the weakness, they feel like they can pick their opponents apart if they play it right.
I liked Complexity who, and then the complacent, second still good, Puckett. So setting the expectation for the viewers out there, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I think there is a lot of individual talent on Complexity. These 2 squads, you couldn't ask for a better championship. I mean, top tier talent here. Everybody had a shot through the championship bracket. We had 4 teams come through the open bracket. It all comes down to this, man. I mean, it's a perfect story.
Well, opinions aside, let's see how these two teams stack up by the numbers as we take a look at the matches so far in this event. Complexity coming in with the huge hardpoint advantage, giving 2 of those losses to Impact. When it comes to S&D, you can see that Impact has had great success at 5-1, but so has Complexity at 4-1. CTF, Impact still perfect, and they did it with an amazing comeback there in our winners bracket finals.
Sure did.
And Fwiz, 3-1 for Complexity. Their only loss in CTF. They're guaranteed to play at least 1 more, could see 2 more. What's your thought in this one overall?
My thoughts are numbers don't lie, man. Numbers don't lie. So I think Complexity's got themselves set up. I feel, though, that Impact, a really good just overall slaying team, very talented, just raw shooters. It is surprising how they've performed in their hardpoint games.
Yeah.
That's a low stat for them because it's such a powerful team, and they've had some really rough games in hardpoint department, not characteristic of that Impact squad at all.
Of course, you know, the only real teams to take those hard points from them, Epsilon and Complexity so far. Complexity hoping to do it once again. Impact trying to improve on that record. But before we get this match started, we have a very special announcement for you guys here in Anaheim.
Lay it on them.
First of all, we shattered the attendance numbers here at the MLG Spring Championships in 2013. 21,000 people walked through the doors the past 3 days, and this is the greatest Call of Duty crowd we have ever seen at a Major League Gaming Pro Circuit event.
Yeah, Vaughn? Yeah, how amazing is that? 21,000 people. Look at that Call of Duty crowd. Yeah, there's I just seen down there David Vonderhaar. We got the crew. A lot of YouTubers showed up. I mean, can't thank everyone enough for all the people that came out.
Dwight Howard, Bryant, Matt Shadows is here from Event Sevenfold. Celebrities here. Everyone wants to be a part of this, and it is all going to conclude with the championship match. Before we start game number 1, though, do you guys want to know where the next MLG Pro Circuit Championship event will be?
You got to tell them.
We are heading back to Columbus, Ohio in November 22nd through the 24th, heading back to Fizz in my hometown.
Yeah, man.
And honestly, I think it's the only place in the country that can rival this crowd.
Oh, MLG Columbus in Ohio is always a big event for MLG. November is a great time to be in Columbus. I'm a more accessible than Anaheim. Who knows? Might have 25,000 people show up there.
I'm aiming for 55.
Oh
anyway,
my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, without any more delays, it is time to get into the action. Are you ready for game number 5 of the grand finals, the continuation in our best of 11?
Release the Twitch TV chat, Kraken. Let's get up.
It all begins, and we are continuing with the best of 11. Game number 5, it's going to be Search and Destroy once again. We're heading to the map standoff, and man, this is going to be absolutely epic. The last S&D between these two teams was simply incredible. Who is going to take this one? We are going to start this one off with the captain of Impact, the king of S&D, the shot caller for the team, Parasite, and look what he's bringing to the table, Fizz.
Man, the crowds in Anaheim as a whole make it incredibly hard to focus. It's pretty awesome what's going down here just in Anaheim as a whole. But we're on board with Parasite. He's got a Remington shotgun and an assault shield, so he's trying to be incredibly sneaky. As you saw Icons conquer using the assault shield, he's going to try to replicate that and move in to defend the A bomb site. And as you see, Complexity has to back out from that.
We got TP with that bomb on the other side of the wall from Parasite. Meanwhile, shots coming in. Aches is already dropped by Miracles with that last snipe. TP trying to answer back. He is taken down. Miracles with the first 2 kills in this game, and it is going to be a 2-on-3 situation. Kill Parasite up with Miracles for Impact. On the other side, it is Clayster and Crim6. Clayster putting some shots down. Now Crim6 taking the cover fire, trying to finish off the weakened player. Both going to combine in the middle, and now it's all up to Crim6. We've seen him pull off incredible 3v1s. He just took out the third opponent, has 2 more to beat.
And yeah, it's crazy because Miracles and Parasite was just doing this assault shield troll. Crim6 gonna pick him up. Shots being fired, 1v1 situation. Miracles versus Crim6. Who's gonna win this time? Dwindling down on the clock, 17 seconds left.
13 seconds. It takes 5 to plant. Crim6 has to go for the plant or get the kill. He's running out of time, forced to go for the plant. He didn't get there in time. Now he has to get the kill. Miracle sprinting away, and Crim will not be able to find him. Great play there by Miracles, and it's going to be Impact with success in the first round on defense.
Yeah, what a smart heads-up play by him to just get out of there, make sure he doesn't get caught. The bomb was not able to get down, so Miracles getting out of there was a heads-up play. Impact taking a 1-0 lead here on game number 5, Search and Destroy.
And we want to welcome all the fans that just came over from the League of Legends stream. We are going into round number 2. This is the grand finals. If you're just joining us, Impact and Complexity matched up in the winner's bracket finals of the Spring Championships. Complexity handed Impact a loss with a score of 3-1. So they will be having the advantage going into this best of 11, 3 games away from victory. Impact is going to need 5 to take home the MLG trophy.
And Crimsix is on a 3-kill streak here, score streak. He was able to pick up a nice snipe, taking out Karma, putting in Impact at a 4v3. Nay, make it a 4v2 with TP, taking out Miracles. So nice play coming out of Complexity to answer Impact's very well played round last round.
We got Killa all alone at B. Just as I say that, he's taken out in the courtyard. The last player alive is going to be Parasite, and this is not going to go well for Parasite. Complexity answers back, and there goes Clayster.
Clayster's ready. That's what the team needed to get things going. So now the series tied 1-1 here on Search and Destroy, going into round number 3. Clayster did get the last kill, but all of them are working on some score streaks here, and I believe it's Crimsix that's in a really good spot here.
Let's take a look.
It is.
TP's got 1. We got Crimsix about 1 a kill and maybe an assist away from getting his RC car. Clayster, he's got 2 kills, and Eggs has 1 of his own. Let's jump on board with Crim, though, to see if he can secure that score streak. And there it is. The snipe is golden. Parasite answers back with a snipe on Clayster, and it's all of a sudden all up to Crimsix and TP, and a 2-on-3, making it a 2-on-2. Crim showing why all of the pros respect his skill. He's the last man alive, though, up against Karma and Miracles. He knows where Miracles at, has no idea that Karma is right there with him.
Loads another bullet in the chamber, does earn his RC car, gonna get a reload in here, and now it's a 2v1 situation. Crimsix with the hot hand, 5 consecutive kills, has to try to play this one slow. 2 players for Impact all over B, knowing that Crimsix somewhere in this house trying to sniff it out. He's playing slow, 33 seconds left on the clock. Boom goes Karma, make it a 1v1. Crimsix has 6 kills. Not only can he clutch this round, but he can pick up his Hellstorm.
Even if they lose the round, Crim needs to stay alive here. He's 1 kill away from that Hellstorm, maybe 1.5 away from that Lightning Strike. It is so important that he does not get taken down by Miracles here.
And Miracles sitting back here in a spot that he can be at close, but A to B, shots fired. Miracles retreats here, 5.5 seconds, smart play by him since he's on defense. It's gonna be up to Crimsix to try to chase him down, and not able to, but not the end of the world, although Impact, very good play again by Miracles to win this round. It was probably in the best interest of Complexity to hold on to those scores.
Absolutely, but the question is, does Crim get the kill this round? He has the RC car, and honestly, he could also have just gone for some trophy systems to hope to earn some points. Instead, though, he does not want to slow down in the slaying game. He wants to score another kill with this sniper, has the MSMC in his back pocket, and he's got a player, believe it or not, right in front of him to the right of that gray truck on your screen.
And Killa able to get an early kill. I believe it was one of those Impact players, but they definitely took out Aches, making it a 4v3 situation. Not able to connect with the snipes there, and he is desperately trying to get that kill to get closer to a Hellstorm and Lightning Strike. Actually, 1 kill will probably put him over the edge here.
So Crimsix is going to be all alone over at yellow. Meanwhile, all the action is going down at the A bomb site. Here is where Killa is at, and look at Crimsix on your minimap as Killa goes down. Clayster got that defensive kill. More players coming in. Crimsix pushing through the green warehouse, trying to flank, but there's Karma looking for, and Karma got the kill.
Huge kill, even if they don't win the round.
By Karma, they're up a round, and even if Karma doesn't get these 2 kills, it's going to be all tied up, basically an even game. Just an RC car has been acquired.
Yeah, no, that was a huge stop. Again, if Impact's not able to win this round and do a 3v1 clutch by Karma, that's okay, because that was a huge stop. Prevented a Hellstorm and very close to possibly a Lightning Strike as well. So great play by Karma, but Complexity wins the round, ties it up 2-2. Clayster with a round-ending kill cam.
Shooting him in the tush. All right, 2-2 quiz going into round number 5. Who is going to take the lead? We are going to have Complexity back on offense. Who's your player to watch at this moment?
Let's take a look at the scoreboard and dictate that. Crimsix 6-1. I don't know how you get off of him, man. He's just entertaining the masses here.
All right, we got Clayster on your screen at the moment, but Crim6 is going for some early snipes. We'll keep an eye on Clay. He's also at 4 and 2, so a very strong start for both of the Complexity Slayers. And look at this, here comes the RC car. Crim6 is going to try and clear out A. The bomb is right behind it. Hey, say hello to my riot shield.
Oh man, you know, Parasite, he's been kind of trolling around with that assault shield. And Clayster had said enough is enough and threw the RC car right at him.
Oh, Miracles with a big pick there takes down Clayster. Crim6 is going to be backing up, trying to get a new sniper angle. Eggs has to look out, though. Has a player right to his left. Did pick up Parasite's shield. Going to throw that down inside the cubicle. Meanwhile, it looks like TP is putting some shots down. Crim is going to clean up in the middle of the map. All of a sudden, the last one alive is Karma. That bomb has been put down. So Karma either has to die or pick up 2 more kills and get the defuse. Otherwise, that is going to be a 300-point bonus.
Oh my gosh, Karma is just so good at Call of Duty. And let's see if he can do something here. No, not able to make it happen. Aches is going to put a stop to that. And Complexity takes the lead in the series, 3-2. That was nice. And you see what Aches did. He actually planted that assault shield that Parasite dropped from the RC car that Clayster sent his way. Nice play by Complexity. Karma not able to pull it off.
I'm liking what we're seeing here from Complexity. They are not slowing down. Impact going to try and tie it up with this attacking round. Could make it 3-3. They do not want to go down 2 rounds to Complexity because once Clayster gets momentum, he does not stop screaming, and they cannot afford another loss in this best of 11.
Absolutely not. So TP's just, he's hanging back here. We're on board with Parasite, the bomb carrier, and he's just trying to get some shots down there, making sure they don't push into A too much. However, Complexity is pretty well set up there.
I do want to point out, I have Crim6 highlighted on your mini-map. He had pushed up pretty far back in the back alley, took 1 snipe shot at Karma, and then was forced to back down. So Complexity, I like this aggressive defense. They're forcing Impact to push over at A. They've totally shut down the B bomb site, and now Impact, they only have 45 seconds to work with.
Yeah, Parasite and the Impact squad just kind of wanted to move into A slow to see if they could pick anybody off early. They've struggled to. TP and Aches both connect on 2 Impact players, Miracles and Killa, making a 4v2 situation very quickly and looking very difficult for Impact to come back
Karma.
in. Yeah, so
Aches on a 4-kill spree as well, and make it 5.
Oh my
gosh. Aches working for those streaks. Look at this synchronized yelling from Aches and Clayster. Everyone from Complexity telling Impact what's up.
That was just a tough situation for Parasite in a 2v1 against Aches and
3
TP.
Complexity guns on him right there.
Yeah, they all eyes on Parasite, taking him out, so Complexity takes the lead 4-2, and you can see
look at Crim.
That face is not the face that you want from those Impact players. If you're an Impact fan, those guys need the hype. They thrive on it, and they're struggling to fight it here. Let's see if they can bounce back this round.
Crim 8-2, 6-3 for Eggs. Complexity now up 2 rounds. They have total control of this game so far. Their strategies are working out perfectly. However, I don't believe there's any more score streaks to play with. So Impact, the game's basically even. What can they do? They're in a similar situation where the player to shut down at the moment, they have to take out Eggs. Otherwise, he's going to be working towards that Hellstorm.
So Complexity gave TP the bomb this time because he's very close to his RC car and definitely close to his Hellstorm and Lightning Strike. So they're hoping that maybe he can get a plant off as well. And almost, Crim6 almost connects there. So you got to watch out for TP as well as Crim. Both of them are trying to do some things here as Miracles is going to take out Clayster in a 4v3 situation in favor of Impact.
We got Aches watching the A bomb site, making sure no one comes on the flank of his teammates. TP's going to go for that plant at B. Crim6 pulling out that sniper, watching the yellow house. Aches just saw a player back at the tractor. He's going to be picked off. It's all up to Crim and TP.
They just got to keep a defense on this. TP does have an RC car, so he can do sneaky things with that. Killa tries to engage him. Karma picks up the snipes, so Crim6 has got to backpedal, make sure he gets to B, to make sure Impact does not defuse that, and he's got to move slow. That was a huge kill by Karma. Oh!
Crim6 has 2 players right next to him here on L-Wall. He's going to get pinched, and there we go. It's going to be Karma earning the defuse. Not wasting any time. They're going to put this one away. The score, 3-4. Impact, once again, is within 1 round.
Man, that was a great play by Impact. They needed that. Again, you just got to stop always Complexity's momentum, since we talk about it all the time, how much they thrive off that, how much it fuels their success, and anytime you can put up a roadblock there, it is huge. So Impact not letting them catch any momentum. That's too crazy here. And now they're going to be on the offensive side of things, and if they can win this round, they'll tie up the search game.
I'm on board with Killa. You can see Miracles going prone on the other side of that tank. Meanwhile, Killa making sure he does not get flanked through the L wall. RCXD is going to be called in by TP, and it looks like this one is coming right past the bomb carrier. Has a player in the back, and he's going to take out Miracles.
That was huge.
It's 3-3 situation. Killa exchanging some fire at the player over at the tractor, forcing him to back down. It's going to be all up to TP and Clayster, 3-on-2 advantage in favor of Impact.
And Karma, he does have the bomb. He's sitting back here, just waiting to see if any of the Complexity guys can make a mistake. So Parasite and Killa here pushing towards the A side. Now there's going to be shots fired, and he's going to pick up one. Killa takes out TP, cleans up Clayster. Nice. Killa, what a play there, and a nice situation. Picks up a two-piece and ties it up 4-4.
And I love how he switched his classes this round.
Yeah.
Earlier he was using an MSMC. This round he went with the Scorpion, knowing he wants the faster fire rate, wants to do as much damage at short range as possible. Great class for that push on A. It looks like he's going to go over to the MP7 now on defense, but we got to follow the boys on Complexity on offense. And at the start, Clayster wants a pick with this sniper rifle. Another RC car is out. And there you can see it. It's going to clear out A. Didn't see many people there. Impact's not forced to back down. So basically a wasted score streak here from Complexity.
Yeah, those RC cars sometimes really hard to connect. Depends on how good of a driver you are. Some better than others, no doubt about it. And Complexity, again, they're waiting at, sometimes you see a mad push to A, a smoke screen go up middle. They're not going to do that. Taking out trophy systems. However, Miracles takes out Crim6. You're seeing a lot of sniper battles. Both of these teams have well-equipped snipers on both of their rosters. Miracles takes out Aches as well, so Complexity down to only 2 guys where Impact has 3.
All right, well, we've been talking about Parasite being the play caller in S&D. What do you say we go to a Turtle Beach team chat? I want to listen in with Impact for the next 2 rounds.
Mission clock about to expire. Good job. Get ready for the next round.
What the fuck you doing?
Let's go, one more round though. This ain't over.
Go, man. How you can't curse up in What the fuck you doing? Go, boys. How you can't curse up.
Switching operation ready point. Search and destroy.
Let us know when you want those stunts, please.
Clear the objective.
I'll get bomb. Are you?
Charges acquired.
I'm close to RC. If I do this, I can get RC, and I can even put that RC after.
I got flank mark.
Alright, hold on. There's a trophy in there. I'm throwing it now. Alright, hold on. I got an RC car. Let me use this. Wait, don't throw stuns yet. Let me use this.
One stat, yeah.
Friendly RCXD inbound.
One guy's in there by the box, and one guy's sniping at the hay bale.
There's stun in there.
Throw another one. One shot dead. One guy's behind the forklift. Behind the forklift.
Grim, Aches, and Clay. Grim, Aches, and Clay. I'm not watching Broken. I'm watching flank though.
Someone's got to push it there. Let's go.
There you go. I got flank.
Good job.
You guys got to watch your courtyard. You have to.
Watch the courtyard.
Someone has to watch courtyard. That's all you have to watch.
He's laying down. He's there. He's still there. On the ball.
Let's go.
Let's go, right.
One shot broken.
Keep your composure.
Plant. He's playing where you can see from Halos. He's stunned. He needs help.
Broken. Oh my God. Stay alive, dude.
Yeah, stay. Broken wall looking at you, Broken. Looking at you, Damon.
Where?
Up getting your final kill cam. The MMS on that M8.
I mean, he was bound to get him. He kept seeing him and had to reload every time he was close with those wall bangs. It was only a matter of time before he picked it up.
So, after a 4-2 lead for Complexity, this is another huge comeback by Impact. 10-5 was Miracles in this one. You heard Parasite commanding the troops as well. And on the other side, Crim6 got off to an 8-2 start, but Impact shut them down in the second half of that one. And Manfwiz, Impact has now brought this series within 1 game. Complexity leads just 3-2, and our next game type is going to be Capture the Flag, a game mode that Impact has not dropped this tournament.
Yeah, and remember, Complexity, when these two teams played, was up 2-0, and then Impact made a great job coming back into that one, so they ended up losing. That was CTF on Raid at that time, so you got to watch out for them. And again, we talked about momentum because Impact played Optic. They were warmed up. They took that game, and now it's 3-2. Complexity needs to get it together, or all of a sudden this will be 3-3, and they won't have any substantial lead anymore over Impact, and that's got to scare you if you're a part of a Complexity.
5 games done. 6 possible more to come. Yeah. We're going to commercial break. When we return, we head to Slums. Standoff for Capture the Flag.